Welcome back to Awakening to Your Story's Weekly Love. I'm heart expert and the author of the book, Awakening to Your Story, Alicia Hartzell. Let me start by saying how grateful I am that I get to come in to your inbox. I'm grateful for you and your willingness to step in and be a seeker in your life and find all those ways that you can find your power and your purpose and your enthusiasm and happiness and joy. I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of all that you're creating at the table of humanity, and I'm honored to be a part of your journey. Today, we're going to answer a question that I received that I actually loved. It was a little rough. Like, the question itself was a little rough. You could feel the kind of aggression behind it, but it was so honest, and it is actually something that I catch myself doing, maybe not to the fullest extreme as it was presented in the email, but I catch myself doing it too, and so I thought it would be super valuable for you. The question that I got was, I'm single, and when I see people on Facebook displaying their relationship bliss, I get really pissed off. I try to make myself feel better by saying they're all faking it, they can't be that happy, but I don't know. And it doesn't seem to make me feel better anyway. If I have to see one more wedding photo or baby announcement, I might literally punch someone in the face. Why can everyone else seem to have what I want, but I can't get it? If you could give me some ways that I could maybe start to change this, that would be great. Thank you. I can give you some ways to kind of start to change that. So please don't feel like you're alone, but please don't punch anyone in the face. I completely understand how emotions can trigger parts of you, especially parts of you that are wanting a dream, and your emotions can ride high, and I completely understand. But understand too that is something that is actually going to create limitation within your system, and you can feel it. You feel sick at your stomach, and you may even get headaches about it. Like, it's time to let go and step in, and today we're going to start with our first heart actionable, which is embrace the contrast. It's not there to hold you back. So what I want you to understand is that when you see something, like let's use the example that was given in the question. When you see something like somebody kissing on Facebook, and you're single and you really want to be in a relationship, and you see this picture of someone having what it is that you want, you're actually frustrated because there's a contrast within your own story, within your own heart, within your own system. Which means there's two parts playing at the game. And it's the frustration that is stuck in the middle because you can't seem to get through to that other part, right? So as you're thinking about this, I want you to pay attention to the fact that there is a contrast, but the contrast is not there to hurt you. It's actually there to help you. So as you're looking at that photo and you feel this thought of everybody else gets what I want, I can't have it. I can't have it, right? It's a limiting belief that is somehow stuck in your DNA, right? You're stuck in your emotional well-being. It's in there because it's presenting itself. And the contrast is there to draw it out. But the really great news is that the dream that you have of being in a relationship, if you set a dream into motion, right? Over 50% of you is already moving towards that dream. So you have that's the contrast. You have the limiting belief of I can't have, everybody else gets. And you have this cellular belief, this dream, this vision of, I have it. I have the relationship. I'm in a loving relationship, right? And this can be for anything. This example has to do with being in a relationship, but it can be having a kid. It can be having a job. I see people, people's photos of them on, the banks of Maui, or going through the jungle, and I think, I want to be there. Like, oh, I wish that were me. It could be anything, right? If it's seeing somebody else's adventure, seeing someone else's beautiful home, right? You want those things. And there's a dream invested within every cell of who you are that says, I want those and I think I can have them. But then there's a limiting belief somewhere in there too. And so if you can embrace that contrast and start to look at it and create ownership within it, you can start to move beyond it, right? And I know you're going to ask, well, how? How do you do that? Which leads us to heart actionable number 2. Use life's mirrors and reflections to help you. Okay, so using mirrors and reflections, it's kind of a tricky thing to wrap your head around, but when you start to get in the habit of using them, they are freaking miraculous. They are so amazing because everything in your life is there as a reflection of what is within you, right? Law of attraction, we've talked about this before. Law of attraction, what was within your heart space is what comes up in the world around you. None of it's there to hurt you, all of it's there to help you. And when you use those mirrors and reflections, you actually get to see where you are in relationship to the things that you want. Now, if you're feeling like, oh crap, I don't have it, that's your indicator, right? It's really positive. It's your indicator that you need to start doing the work on those negative things, whatever the negative statement is that is wrapping around your mind, right? The hamster wheel in your head. I can't have, I don't have, everybody else has. Listen, 15 years ago, I was in the exact place that this viewer was in. I had nothing that I wanted, except for my life that I had, but everything else, my friends were getting married, they were happy, they had jobs, they had a joy that I just couldn't seem to grasp. And you have to step in and start embracing that contrast and utilizing the mirrors and reflections in front of you so that you can really start to create ownership for what's there, right? So when you see that photo on Facebook, that is your reflection, right? You can either plug your energy in to the fact that 50% of you, law of attraction is working on that 50% to show you, right? To show you the love that's out there and close. You can plug into that. You can step into those feelings, or you can plug in to the other reflection that comes up that says you can't have, right? It's your choice. You get to plug into either one. But that image on Facebook, yes, even silly old Facebook, is your mirror. It shows you the reflections of what is going on within your story and within your heart space. You see a little kid out there who's adorable, right? And you want a child so bad, but you haven't been able to get there. It means that you're closer. When you see those, but you have to choose, am I going to plug into the I don't have, I may never have, or are you going to plug into the essence of, oh, I'm getting closer. 50% of me is already there. I'm going to feed into that joy, which leads us to the third heart actionable. Focus on the dream. Remember, law of attraction is a very, very visceral thing that is happening. It's law. It's working for you 24/7. We've talked about that in other videos. It's working for you. And so if you feed into that negativity, right? If you feed into that, I don't have, everybody else has what I want. If you start to plug that energy cord into that side of the contrast, you're going to breed more of that, which is not what you want. You have to make the conscious choice to flip the energy source into the dream. You're seeing that feed on your post because 50% of you is already there trying to embody it. It's there to help serve your higher good, help serve your path to that dream. But you gotta actively choose. Plug in to that better part, right? Plug into what it feels like. It's amazing to me how much energy and time and brain power we use on the limiting belief, right? It's patterned. It's there. It's our second nature sometimes. What I'm asking you to do when you do this third heart actionable is focus on the dream. Revel in it. Spend some time really getting to know what it feels like. You see those people kissing on the feed, and you look at them and you want to punch someone in the face because you can't have it. That's plugged into that negative power stream. Plug it into your dream and go, oh, when I get there, when I get to that space where I can create a love relationship with another person, I'm not going to be able to stop kissing them because I will be so grateful for who they are and what they bring into my space, into my story, right? What does it feel like? Then you can start reveling in that space. Like okay, so what more do you want in the dream? Oh, and you're present, right? You're still present. You're not opening a window then trying to crawl through. You're just opening the window to let the breeze of it bask in your space, right? Show up for the dream. Show up for all that you're creating. Remember, you are more powerful than you know, and where your thoughts go is where you will end up. I'm asking you today, choose your dream. Choose utilizing your contrast, giving power back to every aspect of your life. You don't have to sit in that place of suffering. That's not where you need to be. Now, if you have questions or comments about this topic or any other topic, please feel free to email me at alicia@awakeningtoyourstory.com or leave comments on any of the social media platforms that the video is posted on. I sure do appreciate you, and I look forward to next week when I get to be in your inbox. And if you have anything else, remember, anything else that you want me to talk about, please leave it in the comments. I can't wait to see you next week. And until then, know that you are more miraculous than you can ever wrap your mind around. Step into that this week, and I'll look forward to seeing you next. For more support, information, and inspiration, join me at awakeningtoyourstory.com.